Well, I got something called the Key Brand, which, one look at that sprite and we all know what that's a reference to. Now, the biggest problem here is that the particular weapon I'm looking for down here is one that only spawns, or only drops from one enemy that spawns rarely. So waiting for it to appear is going to take a bit. Now this wizard is one of the biggest fucking threats here, because with the amount he teleports and those seeking, bouncing magic shots, obviously they're a real pain in the ass. Yeah, see? The damage this asshole deals is annoying. Upside, I got his weapon, and the princess NPC just spawned. Good. Well, that didn't go well. Okay, so there's still one major item from down there that I'm missing, and I'm not going to bother getting it because it takes forever to drop, and I'm not going to use it anyway. I did get the Armored Paladin's Shield, which is incredibly useful. The defensive bonus is going to be a huge boon against this next boss. And the Shadow Jousting Lance. Not a bad item, but not something I'm going to use. The Tabi basically gives me a directional dash however the hell I want it. And there's a little something I can do with that combined with the black belt, and I need the climbing claws and shoe spikes. I've also got the rifle scope. That has a good deal of uses, but most importantly I got the sniper rifle and the Unreal Tactical Shotgun. So this thing combined with chlorophyte bullets is busted as all hell, and I'm going to demonstrate exactly what I mean by that right now. Being chlorophyte bullets, every one of those shots is heat-seeking. And it has a pretty good field of damage. So overall, that thing is gonna be really busted. So, let's just get these Spectre bars real quick. So yeah, overall, there's not much that I can do with Spectre bars. They're good for getting some very late game magic armor, but that magic armor is also something I'm not going to be using. They also produce some pretty significant tools and some cool wings, but again, I don't really need them. So I really mostly need them so that once I beat the final boss of the game, I can create the best digging tool in the entire game. So, first, with all of this ninja shit I just got, make the tiger climbing gear, and then combine that, the black belt, and the tabi to make the master ninja gear. And that gives me a lot of mobility, a chance to dodge attacks. Overall, it's pretty busted. So, with this tactical shotgun now at my disposal, it's about time I go back down into the Lizhard Temple so I can plow my way through there and absolutely dominate this next boss. So, as you can clearly see, the DPS I'm dealing with here is pretty significant. Not to mention, with this thing firing homing shots, it's easy to cheese crowds of enemies like this. Okay, we have now reached the center of the Lizhard Temple, where a good deal of traps and our next boss lie in wait. You can see this altar right next to me, and obviously these little batteries I've been picking up this whole time. And that's what it really comes down to. I've got to use that battery to power up this shrine and summon the boss. Let's do this. Oh shit. Okay, apparently they changed him since I last fought this guy. He goes through 1 block spaces now. If I just make a 1 block ceiling to try and cut him off, he will get through it. Shit. Thankfully, this room is pretty wide, so kiting this guy isn't difficult. The biggest thing is getting stomped on by him is a real pain in the ass. Serious pain. But his fireball doesn't do too much, and his fists don't have the best range. So as long as you can kite him... And I got fucked. Let's go. See, the big trick to this is that if you can attack his fists before they fully extend and hit you, then you prevent him from attacking you with them at all. And then you just gotta make sure you strafe away from the fireballs he spits. Bouncing fireballs. Forgot about that part. Once you've taken care of his hands, then the fireballs and his stomp are the only thing you have to worry about up until the start of Phase 2. So now he's starting with the laser vision. The laser vision is most certainly dangerous, but I haven't had to heal yet. And now we reach the point where his head has severed and is now floating above the exposed core. You just gotta focus on attacking the core built into the body while avoiding the attacks fired by the head, because you can't attack the head at all. But if you can manage to do all of that, then you can absolutely destroy this boss. Although, for some reason, I didn't get a treasure bag. I dropped the difficulty slider just low enough that it wasn't technically in expert mode. So I need to do that again. Okay, well, that attempt did not work. Which really fucking sucks. But by doing that, I did unlock another invasion type, and overall, it's good progress. I'll go back and kill that boss another 3 times on expert mode in my own time. And for now, I'm gonna end this recording session. And next time you guys are going to see me taking on the Martian invasion whenever I can get that to spawn. I made a good deal of progress off screen. I told you I was going to farm that boss, and I decided to farm 2 others that I still needed their treasure bags as well. The most important stuff was this. Everything dropped by the golem. So these beetle husks are going to be very important for getting some very powerful armor. The eye of the golem gives you an increased strike chance and has a couple of very other interesting side effects. The stinger bolts are all ammo to be used with the stinger gun, which is pretty powerful, as you can see. Then we have the Ruthless Golem Fist, acts just like the boss fight's fist. The mask. The pick saw, which is the best pick I can have at the moment, so, you know, replacing the Shrumite digging claws with it. The superior possessed hatchet, just a possessed automatically returning throwing weapon. The Staff of Earth, which throws this boulder that does multiple hits, and it's pretty damn powerful. And the Sunstone, which gives me general stat bonuses during the day. Oh, and then of course the Shiny Stone, which gives me life regeneration when I'm not moving, which is great for defensive builds and arena builds. So now, I gotta show you all what I can do with those. So, the Martian probes spawn most often in the upper atmosphere of the world, so I'm just gonna hang around up here, flying around with the ghost ship mount. And I'm going to turn the spawn rate way up. See, here's one of those drones, and all I gotta do is fly in front of it, and it starts the Martian invasion. And I get into the desert while preparing for the Martian invasion, and it's the middle of a fucking sandstorm at night. And as you can see, sandstorms provide a pretty wide variety of enemies in the hard mode desert. But they're all pretty grounded enemies, so staying up here keeps me pretty safe. Okay, so now I've fought enough enemies in the sandstorm that I can leave here and not have to come back during a sandstorm for anything. Now let's get the hell over here to the middle of the world so we can fight this goddamn alien invasion. And here it comes. The Martian Madness invasion begins. Frankly, the difficulty spike between the Martian Madness invasion and the pirate invasion, the Martians aren't nearly as difficult to manage when they first start showing up as the pirates were. Are they still a bit of a challenge if you don't know how to handle them? Yes. But me, I've never really had too much of a problem with the Martians. It's mostly just that they're time-consuming, and you have to farm a good number of them to get everything you want out of them. Okay, so we've gotten past the 35% point of the invasion, and that's when this big asshole starts showing up. Yeah, this Martian ship is a massive pain in the ass. But, sadly, killing this huge mechanical damage sponge is necessary in order to get some very critical things in the late game. So, you know, just gotta learn how to deal with this thing. The biggest problem is just outlasting it. Which is easier said than done. You know, strafing this guy is kind of easy. Doing it while also dodging all of the assholes below is nearly impossible. Okay, strategy for the saucer. So I can avoid getting completely lambasted by everything else while dodging it, I just take it higher into the atmosphere where nothing else can reach me. And I just got a much better ride. Mostly what I wanted out of that was the ride I'm currently using, and this material, the Martian conduit plating, which is going to be very heavily used for the next stage of building I'm getting into, since I have to build the cyborg's house. So that's going to be fun. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're looking to support me a little further, you know, maybe get some bonus content, or just keep up with me and other fans, you can find links down in the description leading to my Patreon, my Discord, and my Twitter. And, you know, if you're following me on Patreon, then you can expect some content polls to decide what's coming up on the channel yet. A little bit of background additions to some other series I've been working on, you know, some more original and creative stuff. And who knows, if enough of you start supporting me soon, I might have a few other surprises up my sleeve too. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all again on the next video.